All right, so we've got our new switcher installed, and it's the same brand. It's Ross, and the new model is called Carbonite. And so if you want to search on the internet, just look up Ross Carbonite, and you can look up different functions. You'll find a lot on Ross's website, and we can share those links as well. The main thing I want to do right now in this video series is just kind of get the basics out there of what producers had done on the old Ross crossover switcher. And I know that there's a lot going on here. There is a lot more functionality of this board, and the Austin Public staff were actually still learning that functionality. So just kind of bear with us as we learn over the next few weeks and set up trainings. But I just want to make these videos to get everybody up to speed on at least the basics of what you had been doing. So we now have 24 inputs here. So as before, it was probably the size of like this, the board was about this size. So now we're working with 24 inputs, which, you're still working with the same inputs. We do have a Blu-ray player instead of a DVD player. We have the ability to hook up a laptop, which is the same before. It was called Scandu. Now it's called Mito, which is the name of the device. But you still have camera 1, 2, and 3. We have the ability to have camera 4 and 5. So again, I'm in Studio 1 right now. And so we've actually installed a 4th robotic camera on the back wall of Studio 1. And so that is now actually camera 4. So you have now the ability to have camera 5 and 6. So we've got 6 camera connections here. We still have Final Cut playback here, FCP, PB. So that name may change, it may not. For right now, we'll keep it the same. That's what everybody's familiar with. HVR PB is the tape playback, and then CG is the same source button here, but it's a new software, so we'll make some videos on that. And then DVD playback, and then Mito is the new scan converter for our laptop. So that's the old Scandu. And then we have the router feed. We can route in something from, say, Studio 2, or we can route in a channel 10, 11, 16. And then we've got some open sources. 14 through 18 are not being used right now. And then M1, M2, M3, M4 are actually coming into software that is on the graphics computer that is built in with this Ross crossover. And then we have background, which is our color. And then we start with black down here, which is just a black background. So, don't get overwhelmed by the amount of buttons, but you still have your preset or preview, preset or preview, whichever, it's called preview on the screen, but it's called preset down here. So this is the preset bus, same as before. So if I punch something up here, it's going to show on my preview screen on my multi-view. And then I have my middle bus, which is my program, or it's labeled as background on this one. So this is my program bus. And then I have my key auxiliary bus. So same as before. So if you're working with Chroma keys, this will be your key auxiliary bus. And then jumping over here, we still have our cut button, our auto trans button. We've got our T-bar. It's nice and shiny and new. So this will help dissolve or do a digital video effect, or maybe a wipe. So we have that same function here, and you have the dissolve button, the wipe button, the DVE button here. So those are the 3 that we had before. And then new is going to be media wipes, and then user. I'll have to learn what that is. So same old, same old. So dissolve, wipe, digital video effect buttons for your transitions, and then your cut button and your auto trans. So if all you're doing is switching between 2 cameras, so you have camera 2 on your program and camera 1 on your preview, you're just going to be hitting the cut button back and forth. So same function there. And then we have, if you are going to use wipe or digital video effect, then those actually have the same options up here that you would on the old Ross crossover. So if I select wipe, you'll actually see a visual representation of the wipes. So your circle wipe, your diamond wipe. So you can select whichever one you want. Digital video effect, it'll actually tell you what it's doing. So it's the same effects as before, but now it'll actually tell you on these screens. So this is all digital now. It'll tell you on the screen what's happening. And then you can select whichever one you want, and then make your transition between the 2 cameras. So that's the basic layout of kind of where everything is. It's just a little bit more spread out. We have the menu button here, so if you were used to doing menu reset, you have menu reset now is going to be here in the back left, same as before. So that just reset the board. And so I'm going to jump in, we'll stop this video and I'll show you how to chroma key. But again, this is the same layout, it's just more spread out. And then I'll cover where your keys, this is awesome, it's got a key cut and a key like fade in here, and then all your key selects here, and your same buttons that you're used to before as far as chroma key and digital video effects when setting up a key, but you've now got a few other options. The same little screen that you're used to, the same push knobs that you're used to. For right now, we're just going to ignore these. It's more advanced stuff. So I think everything I just showed you right now is pretty much an overview of what you're used to.